In this video, we look at how prices are determined in the market. Now let's see how price is determined. Now we can see a table with the price of apples, then the quantity demanded and quantity supplied. Let's first of all draw the demand curve. Now at the price of 5, the quantity demanded is 100. At the price of 10, it is 80, 15, it is 60, 20, it is 40, and 25, the quantity demanded is 20. Now if we join this line, we will get our downward sloping demand curve, right? Now let's move on to drawing the supply curve. For the supply curve, then you can see that we have at the price of 5, the supply is 20. At the price of 10, the supply is 40. At the price of 15, the supply is 60. At the price of 20, the supply is 80. And for 25, the supply is 100. Now when we draw this curve, we get the supply curve. So we can see the point at which demand intersects the supply is this. And at this point, the price is 15 and the quantity demanded is 60. And this is how the price is determined. The price is the point at which quantity demanded is equal to quantity supplied. This point is also called as equilibrium, market equilibrium. And this is the price which is the equilibrium price which should prevail in the market. Now let's talk about what happens if the price in the market is different from the equilibrium price. Now again, we draw a downward sloping demand curve and the upward sloping supply curve. And according to the intersection point, this is the price in the market. And this is the quantity in the market, which is the equilibrium price and equilibrium quantity. Now, what if the price that prevails in the market is not PE, rather it is above PE? So let's say the price that prevails in the market is P1. Now at P1, the quantity demanded is the point at which this P1 price line intersects demand curve, which is here. This is QD, and at P1 the quantity supplied is the point at which this price line intersects the supply curve, which is QS. So we can see that the quantity supplied in the market is greater than quantity demanded, and that is the condition when we have surplus. Now let's talk about the other situation. If I have a downward sloping demand curve and then an upward sloping supply curve, and again the equilibrium price is PE and the equilibrium quantity is QE. Now what happens if the price that is being charged in the market is actually lower than the equilibrium price, let's say P1. Now at this P1 price, the point at which the screen price line, that is P1, intersects the supply curve is the supply in the market, and the point at which this P1 line intersects demand curve is the demand in the market. So we can see the quantity demanded here is greater than the quantity supplied, and this is the condition of shortage. That is it. Thank you.